Oi, bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, depending on what time you're watching this video. My name is Russo Marcellus. I attend the University of Tennessee in Chattanooga, and I am a senior in mechanical engineering. For my first impression of São Paulo,
So if you guys need to charge your phone, just open here and you can get like a outlet plug.
it was very overstimulating. Like, there's so many moving parts, there's so many things happening in São Paulo, and it's just a lot when you come from a much slower paced town. How I would describe my experience with CIEE.
Wait, who blinked him? I'm dead. Are they in?
Yeah.
Across the sea just to show you, sacrifice my life just to hold you.
Definitely life-changing. I feel like I've grown a lot because I'm in a different culture that's different from my own. And so it was a lot of learning that I had to learn being in that environment. And my experience with CIEE was amazing because it's like they really opened my eyes to some things that I wouldn't necessarily experience had I, let's say, gone to a trip to São Paulo by myself. They showed me Ilha Bela. I was whale watching. Wow. I've never been whale watching in my life. Wow. And that was a great experience. And so we went to many different museums.
Guys, when you're ready, if you want to go
We got to try many different foods. And we even had workshops where we got to make pão de queijo. We got to make feijoada.
Oh, sorry. I want to do it for the feijoada, the pork.
Ah, okay.
No. But this is a little trick ingredient to use because you cannot smash. If you smash it,
Which was an amazing experience because we got an authentic experience on what it's like to live in Brazil and be in Brazil. My host family experience. Listen, I have to say what it was like living with my host family. It was amazing. It was amazing because like going into it, I had all these preconceived notions that I was mentally anticipating. My stay was so peaceful. It was really better than I expected. How did living with my host family impact my experience? Well, I think it impacted my experience for the better because so there's one part, like we get the Brazilian aspect from our staff members, but then I was actually able to see a real Brazilian family and live with them, like even for the holiday, Corpus Christi. I went to Mato Grosso with the family.
Maria, você tá aqui! Tá filmando.
Vai tomar uma?
And which brought me a whole nother perspective because you have big city, São Paulo, to much slower pace of how, other Brazilians live, which was a great experience because it went from city,
Calor, tá muito calor.
urban lifestyle to more laid back, seeing nature. I even went snorkeling. What I learned about Brazilian culture through through my host family was like I just loved how I felt like I was a part of the family. You know what I mean? Like, even though I'm coming in as an outsider, a foreigner, a gringo, no one made me feel like that. And so my final message is I would 100% recommend studying abroad with CIEE, especially CIEE São Paulo. So professional. I mean, my expectations were here, and they just exceeded all of my expectations. If I could give a student some piece of advice before coming for study abroad in Brazil, I would absolutely recommend at least knowing the basics, right? The basic Portuguese is going to take you so far. It's going to take you much farther than coming into Brazil with no Portuguese.
Mas eu nasci na Flórida. Eu gosto de cultura do Brasil. Eu quero ser brasileiro dia.
Just book the study abroad trip to CIEE São Paulo and just enjoy yourself.